Hello, Kira here in Unfurl, and today's video is about the critical voice, which is the thief of joy. And I don't know whether you're familiar with your inner voice who criticizes you. Often we think that the inner critic is this harsh tyrant. Oh, look at you, get everything wrong. What do you know? But over the last couple of days, I actually was shocked to notice my own inner voice. I was painting a wall in my house. I was painting in a bold colour, and of course in the first coat as I was putting it on, it was very streaky and patchy, and I noticed the thoughts that I was having. Like, it was a running commentary, and I'm not joking you, it just went on and on and on. It was just endless. Oh, you're doing that wrong. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is awful. Oh, maybe I should leave this for somebody else. Somebody else might know better. Oh God, I don't think I'm getting this right. And when I actually noticed what was happening in my body, I felt so tensed. I felt so stressed. And this thing that was actually meant to be fun had no pleasure in it whatsoever. It was so stressful. And I was creating that for myself by being caught up in this inner noise. I was a dog walker going past. See, my inner critic is catching me there. Oh, quick, put down the camera, you look like an idiot. So this inner critic was creating so much stress in me. And when I actually tuned into the voice, I could hear it was a panicked inner child. It was a child's voice. It wasn't a tyrannical adult. It was a child who was afraid of getting it wrong. And it really stole all the fun out of what I had thought was going to be this really fun day of, freshening up my house, changing it up a bit, giving it a new look. And now it was just a big experience of wrongness and how awful it left me feeling about myself. So what I actually was able to do, because I noticed the voice, then I was able to bring in my inner adult who went, so what? So what if it's patchy? Do a second coat, see how it turns out, and if it's a big mess, you can patch it up. And if that doesn't work, you can bring in somebody who's an expert in painting walls. But don't worry about it. Who cares if your wall's a bit patchy? The only person that has to look at it is you. So it actually worked. Something in me let go of it needing to be perfect. Trusted this adult that, yeah, okay, well, if it is a big mess, it can be sorted out. And then I put on my favourite music I used to listen to years ago, painted away, sang along to all the songs because I remembered all the lyrics. And that took my mind out of the inner dialogue and connected me with the music. And once I was listening to the music and painting the wall, I'm not going to say I was at one with the painting. Now, that would be a bit of a stretch. But I was more able to just get into it and enjoy the experience. And you know what? The wall has turned out absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. By the time I put the second coat on, it really, really did look amazing. But here's the other thing. When I was zoned right in on all the little patches that were wrong, I saw lots of wrong. But when I zoomed out and I looked at the whole wall, I saw a really good job. And I realised that that is also what I do, or what I have done with my body, with any performance that I've ever done, is I zoom in close up on any little mistakes. Feeling like that is so apparent, everybody else can see these mistakes. But when I zoom out and take in the whole picture, it's good enough. So a lot of things have made sense in the last couple of days about why I have found it so difficult to have fun, because I didn't realize that that inner critic was stealing all the fun out of everything. Because that inner voice has been going on and on for years, but I just never even noticed. I was just so caught up in those thoughts that that was my reality. But because this conscious part of me has been able to see it for what it is, now I can see how that inner voice has been stealing the joy out of everything I've ever done. Learning how to speak Spanish. I was crying on the first day because I wasn't fluent. And learning how to be a massage therapist, crying at some point because I felt like I was getting it wrong. And endless examples of how this inner voice that I didn't even know was going on has just stolen the joy. And it's not even true. What this inner voice is saying is not even accurate. It's a small panicked child who's afraid of getting it wrong. And she needs a kind adult to step in and go, it doesn't matter. It'll work out okay. So if you have an inner child who's afraid of getting it wrong to the point you're not having fun, really know that there's an adult part of you who can step in, put an arm around that child's shoulders and go, I'm with you. We'll figure it out. All right, bye for now.